This section provides detailed information about taking math courses at USC and the Math Placement Assessment, also referred to as the Math Assessment of Prerequisites, or MAP. Taking math courses at USC. Many students will need to complete a math course to meet the Analytical Reasoning and Problem Solving, or ARP, component for the Carolina Core and the requirements of their program of study. Prior to enrolling in any math course at USC, students must first meet the course prerequisite. Course prerequisites may be met through the following. 1. Math transfer credit with a grade of C or better. 2. AP, IB, or CLEP scores. And 3. Math Assessment of Prerequisites, or MAP score. Note: not all students will have to take a math course to meet program of study requirements. Refer to the academic bulletin or a specific major map to identify Carolina Core ARP and math requirements for specific programs of study. For students who took the old Math Placement Test, or MPT, prior to June 2022, those scores will be valid for one academic year. Score information can be found on the Math Placement website at go.sc.edu/math placement. Advising students for math courses. How to advise students expecting to receive math credit. For students who are expecting to receive math transfer credit, or AP, IB, CLEP scores that meet math prerequisites, and that information has not yet been received by USC, the following actions may be taken. 1. Take the Math Assessment of Prerequisites, or MAP, and enroll in an appropriate math course. The results of the MAP will not impact any credit earned through transfer courses or AP, IB, CLEP exams. 2. Submit the Department of Mathematics Temporary Prerequisite Override Request Form for access to enroll in the course for which they expect to meet prerequisite requirements. And 3. Wait for the credit or scores to be processed by the university and enroll in an appropriate math courses as needed. Note: students should know that by waiting, courses may not be available. Students who take the MAP or submit the override request form will at least be able to enroll in a needed math course. If necessary, schedule adjustments can be made once the transfer credit or scores are processed. Math Assessment of Prerequisites, or MAP. What is the Math Assessment of Prerequisites? Math Assessment of Prerequisites, or MAP, is a 3-level M1, M2, M3 online assessment accessed through Blackboard. Each level has 10 questions to be solved in 30 minutes. Students must score at least a 7 out of 10 on MAP 1 before continuing to MAP 2, and score a 7 out of 10 before continuing to MAP 3. The MAP gauges how a student's math skills translate to the collegiate math courses at USC. Students are placed into the most appropriate level math course based on assessment performance. More information about the MAP and skills covered in each level can be found on the MAP Instructions webpage. Who has to take the Math Assessment of Prerequisites? Students who plan to enroll in a math course at USC and have not met the course prerequisite through transfer credit or AP, IB, CLEP scores will take the MAP. When should the Math Assessment of Prerequisites be taken? New freshmen and transfer students who plan to enroll in a math course right away should take the MAP at least 1 week prior to orientation. The math department recommends that students take the MAP no earlier than 4 months prior to enrolling in the relevant math course. This helps ensure students are placed in an appropriate level math course as their math skill level is assessed near the time they will be taking the course. What Math Assessment of Prerequisite score is needed to enroll in math courses? Students must score within a specific range on the MAP to meet the prerequisite and enroll in math courses. Please take a moment to review the MAP Required Scores table to see scores needed for the different math courses. A listing of math courses and the corresponding Math Assessment of Prerequisites, or MAP score range for placement into a course can be found on the MAP Assessment FAQs webpage. Taking the Math Assessment of Prerequisites. Students take the MAP through Blackboard, and scores are reported immediately upon completion. They need to be able to log in with their USC username and password. It may take up to 2 days before the score is posted to Self-Service Carolina. Students may retake the MAP if needed. The following items are important to know about taking the MAP. 1. Students can take the MAP up to 3 times. 2. The system provides a tutorial and practice test to aid in the preparation prior to taking the MAP. This helps students learn the format of the MAP and to do better on the test. 3. Students must wait at least 2 days before retaking the MAP. Students must submit the Retake the MAP online registration form for access to retake the assessment. 4. The MAP can be taken up to the last day of the drop-add period for a semester. And 5. Once the test is over, students can identify which topics they missed and also go back and repeat the practice tests. Note, the most recent MAP score is the one that is used to determine math course replacement. How to view math assessment of prerequisite scores. Math placement test score information can be found in the technology platforms used in advisement at USC. EAB Navigate, at the bottom of the page under the Courses tab. Self-Service Carolina, by clicking on the Testing tab from the Student Profile page. Advising students for the math assessment of prerequisites. How to advise students for the math assessment of prerequisites. When advising for the math placement test, the following is important to know and tell students. 1. Review the program of study requirements and identify required math courses. 2. Follow the steps outlined in Blackboard and read all information before you start the test. 3. Utilize the practice tests in Step 2 of your Blackboard's MAP section. 4. The MAP is an open answer format test and you have to type in your answers. It is not multiple choice. The tutorial and practice tests will help you know what to expect. And 5. MAP scores should show in student information systems within 2 business days. Please return to Blackboard and complete the quiz for this section. Once you complete the quiz with a score of 100%, you will be able to proceed to the next section.